and Micronesia area firms. So if your organization has a current subscription with LexisNexis, and you have access to a dedicated research to assist you along with our 24/7 support team, you're able to use that and access that at any time as needed. So today's webinar, we're just going to be covering an overview about automated templates, how to access them, how to use them, the automated templates, tools, valuable resource, how they're housed. So these can all be different official forms, whether they're estate planning forms, a variety of transactional forms, jury instruction forms. It depends on whether we're in particular jurisdictions, areas, what those are. But automated templates is a tool that allows you to use an answer file to integrate the information collected in said answer, or is in said form, I should say, into multiple templates, which saves you a lot of valuable time. So today, we're just going to be chatting about how to access those automated templates, finding the right form, selecting, naming your documents, filling out interview questions, saving, finishing forms, answer files, editing and customization, and tips and tricks. And if at any point, please feel free to stop and ask questions. So I want to make sure that you're getting the most out of this. So when we're accessing automated templates on Lexis, you have the basic package of Lexis. This is kind of what your screen of Lexis should look like and how to access Lexis. We'll go into what Lexis Plus and Lexis Plus AI, how to access, looks like in the next screen. But how you access automated templates just depends. For the basic one, Lexis, what was formerly known as Lexis Advanced, is going to be on that default homepage listed right here. That's how you're going to access your automated templates screen. So after you log in, go into your default homepage, it's going to be listed right underneath those complimentary COVID-19 resources. If you have Lexis Plus or Lexis Plus AI, it's going to be located on your default home screen page or in the legal research tab, right in this tools and resources, underneath that pinpoint or fact and issue finder as automated templates.
What is Lexis Plus and what is Lexis Plus AI?
Sure. So Lexis Plus and Lexis Plus AI are the upgraded formats from, if we go back, this basic package version of Lexis Advanced. So Lexis Plus has some added features, which include some extractive AI into them, including which extractive AI uses some artificial intelligence to pull up specific resources within our database. Lexis Plus AI is using both those extractive AI as well as generative AI. Generative AI is using artificial intelligence, which is tailoring specific made new language just also from the data within the resources in Lexis. It's not open source searching or anything like that, to help with legal research and content like that. So those are some other platforms that Lexis has. They're upgraded platforms. So if that is something that's interests you to reach out about, we can definitely get in contact with your account manager. If you're not sure who your account manager is, please feel free to drop your name and your firm in the chat, and I can always follow up with them to reach out to you afterwards if you have any follow-up questions about your account specifically, and I'll make sure they'll reach out to you. Does that make sense?
Sort of, yeah, I don't see a chat.
Oh, is there no chat? Let me double check here.
Oh, wait a minute, I see a bubble. Now I found it.
You found it? Okay,
Yes.
all right, perfect. Okay, as long as, all right, let me go back to sharing the screen. Great. Alrighty. So. So once we're inside of our automated templates, we're going to be I want to talk about, there are going to be a couple of different types of template collections. So there are different types for depending on whether you're doing transactional work versus litigation, estate planning. So we'll have transactional estate planning, we'll have intake forms, and then we'll have official forms that we can vary depending on jurisdiction and all the different things that can be tailored to the specific area that your research consultant and your client manager can always talk specifically with you about those different options. So when you're finding the right form and you're in automated forms, this is what your automated templates is going to look like. So, all right, perfect. I just got your chat and I'll make sure I follow up at the end with that. So the automated templates is going to look like this on our home screen, regardless of which platform you're in. This is what it's going to look like. You can search by utilizing the search bar for searching for a template, or you can search by source collections if source collections are available.
I don't remember ever seeing that.
The other method,
They're over here.
so these source collections are really nice that I mentioned of popping these down. It's going to be really nice and organized here. So they'll come down. And so here we have a bunch of different California Judicial Council forms, California Wills and Trusts, Florida guardianship forms, Florida probate forms. And you'll see these little plus signs on the right-hand side of our screen. Once we click on that plus sign, it will drop down and we'll be able
Judicial
to click
Council.
in to a specific task of whether we want to look at for California Judicial Council forms, adoption, pellet, attachments, birth, marriage, or death, and just look at those types of forms and peruse before jumping in further. So when we're coming in here, if we don't want to do that source collection, you're also going to have the option of perusing through practice area. So you can always look by practice area. Let's see what is happening within civil litigation, bankruptcy, commercial transactions.
Never
plus
seen
more.
anything like that.
You can also come in through jurisdiction. So pop in through, any of your 50 states. So I hear you say that you haven't seen anything like this. Do you know if you currently have the software? Are you using, it's a software called Hot Docs that you currently are using versus the online program?
Okay, we have used Hot Docs for a long time. We were on For Trust, and about 4 years ago, we used California Wills and Trust Desktop.
Okay, all right. So this is the online
Yeah,
version
ours does look like that.
in comparison
Yeah, it does look
to
like that.
the Hot Docs software.
Yeah.
So if you still have Hot Docs, you have access to Hot Docs. But this is showing you the online version of
I've seen this. I
Yeah.
don't know about this. Okay,
access. So a new feature for the online specific version that has come out is for selecting multiple templates at one time and working within multiple templates and adding that for the same client or however you wish to choose to do that. So you can select multiple templates by hitting this add to work item. Once you've added that work item, you'll see at the top of your page that the items are going to add up here and there will next to them be a start work item. So once you have all of the work items that you're happy with and would like to start working on, you can then continue with moving forward in those templates. You can add up to 50 templates, so 50 work items at one time. So that's the limit at once. And then move forward to start that work item. Once you hit start work item, or if you choose to just go into a single template, you can always do that. You're going to get these different options here. Create a new work item.
I've seen that.
Add to an existing work item. Upload file or used from an existing work item. And you'll notice that this answer file is optional. So if we're creating a new work item, you will be able to name this work item. This will name the overall work item for just a single template if you chose a single template, or if you chose multiple templates to work on, it will name a client if you want to name just by client, or if you want
We need
to
to
name
study
by
this.
the case you're doing. And you can name that entire work item. So here's the example. This is going to be named Smith v. Jones. Here, you can choose to upload an answer file. So the answer file here is, if you're familiar with Hot Docs, you can then fill in attorney intakes or have previous answer files that have information from courts, firms, attorneys, or the previous client information in that answer file format, uploaded here. And it will fill in this new work item and add any information needed that is already existing within. After selecting the upload button, there's going to be a pop-up box. So that appears where you can find your specific answer file. The answer file is a specific, so ANX file. Only ANX files are answer files, so it's not going to be a PDF. It's not going to be a Word doc or anything like that. And you'll only be able to choose from these. These are what you'll be able to upload, and you'll be able to choose if you choose to use this feature. So then you will be able to select the answer file that includes the information you want. Click open, and you'll see the file name show up to the right of that upload button.
Yeah.
If you would like to start a case of client matter and add to an existing work item, you will have this selection here where you will pop down and it will be from your continued work items. And you'll be able to choose from all the work items you already have in that system. And then you'll be able to click. So here we have the mouse hovering over our copy 1 of Kennedy, Casey documents.
Into
And
new temp.
then you'll be able to just start and continue within working within that same template, and it will move over any information that has already existed within the other documents within that same client matter, whatever you have chosen to click into and add to. For once we are in any automated templates, there are going to be different completion indicators, as we'll see here. A completed document, or not document, but a completed section of the template is going to have a green circle with a check mark. Means you've answered all of the questions. A semi-completed is going to be this half-filled moon, and that simply means that you've answered partially, but you haven't finished answered. And this white dotted circle means that you have not yet started.
I see that all the time.
On the right-hand side, there's going to be additional information that you're able to look at. There's going to be a circle, blue circle with a little I here. This provides you with access to additional drafting notes in the right-hand pane that you can open or close. You'll be able to upload an answer file to the form, and right here, and the same thing, a box is going to appear where you'll select to upload, just as we just discussed previously, where you can answer another answer file if you need to. So previous and next to the work through the outline, or simply click the tab key on your keyboard to continue. So you can hit that next key, hit tab, or just click through to keep moving through your documents.
Okay.
You will be able to save and exit at any time and come back to and continue working on your templates. You will also be able to finish and get your document. This provides you with a completed document and answer files. So you can always still come back and continue to edit, even if you've hit this finish and get document. Doesn't mean you can't come back here. Once you've hit either of these two buttons, you're going to be taken to your recent work items, which is where all of your previous templates
you go back
are
to
going to
time.
live. While we're in our automated templates still, you're going to be able to click to preview the formatted document before finishing and downloading. This will show you whether you have any incomplete information and what the document will look like in its final form. You will also have this Q&A summary where all questions and answers for a form are in one spot. You'll be able to read through and see what you have answered, how you have answered it. So if they're yes and no, if you've answered them as yes, you've answered them as no. If you've clicked certain boxes, or if you have yet to answer anything. They will show up as blank and have not been filled in. This is where that new multi-doc feature, assembly feature is going to live. So you'll see here, you'll have a drop down. This is where you'll be able to switch from template to template within the same, either if you want to do a client or a matter, however you choose to do it within your firm. So here we have our Tony Stark. So we can move between his will, his estate planning questionnaire, his revocable trust, and so on and so forth to continue working on in a more efficient capacity now. You'll also see this is where we're at in our recent work items. So we're now in the recent work items page. The finish button, so we've taken us to the recent work items, can download a copy here on those vertical 3 dots. You'll be able to download the files, email the files. You can also duplicate a whole work item, or you can always delete a work item as necessary. You'll also be able to click on any of the work items that you have and see the templates, created underneath it. Similar to within our automated templates, you'll see these fully completed circles, these little half moons, and these empty circles. This will show us the status of the forms. Have they been completed? This green filled in circle. Have they been worked on but not yet completed? Those half moons. Have they yet to be started? Those empty circles. So you can always look at that and refer to those. Referring back to our template page. So this is when we first came into our automated templates from our default LexisNexis home screen page. This right here to the very far right of our automated templates is where you will access your recent work items as well. So if you did not come in here to start a new or add a new document to a work item, but to continue working on an item, you'll come into the recent work items on that page. Will be located right here. So those are the primary main features of automated templates. I'll have this screen up here for you for support options. We do have 24/7 customer support. They work 364 days a year, minus Christmas Day. I am going to go ahead and make sure I pull up that chat for you. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up your information. Here we go. All right. Let me put you in our system, Rex, and
Okay.
I'm going to pull who your specific consultant is. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, Dominic Patrick. Okay, so I'm going to send a follow-up email with you and Dominic and include all of these questions right after we get off of this call and make sure that Dominic follows up and addresses all of these specific questions for you. Does that sound like an okay plan, Rex?
Yes, it does. I didn't catch your name.
My name is Grace Rollman,
Okay.
Rollman.
And if I recall in the beginning, you can pick a bunch of templates that you're going to do. I have never picked
Yes.
them. I only have picked them out one at a time as I was moving through. So I'll go back through it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I see you're in Walnut Creek.
Yes.
So I work around that area. I work in the Bay Area with uh around 3 to 10 attorney firms, size of attorney firms. So I'll make sure that Dominic knows that, and if he wants me to get on any calls with you all, we can always chat through further about that if you'd like.
Okay.
Because right now your solution consultant position is open, so I'll make sure that the position I'm filling right now for today is followed up with for your territory.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions that you have today, Rex?
Um, is there a link that you could send where we could pick through like videos and training? Because
Sure.
I just been bouncing around clicking stuff trying to learn this and um
Yeah, so there are a couple different options. So I can give you some videos. You also have access to included training with a research consultant, dedicated research consultant in your area, if that is something that would be better than a video. So if you would like to set that up with someone, whether it's myself or one of my colleagues, if that is something that you'd be interested in,
okay.
we can also make sure we get that. But let me go ahead and
Where we are right now, we're just starting to use the automated forms.
okay,
We see that there's a lot of research available, but we haven't even looked at it, don't know anything about it. So that,
great. Yeah, so I'll make sure. All right, now my computer's being slow. There we go. Okay. You go ahead. Hold this. Or trade resources. Here we go. All righty. I'm gonna pop this into the chat, and then I'll also follow up with this in an email as well.
okay, great.
So,
Oh, I see.
yeah,
Yeah, thank you. Uh-huh.
absolutely. Anything else that I can address before I send that email out afterwards to yourself, Dominic? And Dominic?
Let me see, Krista, do you have any other questions? My assistant here.
No, I think that was really helpful.
Okay,
So,
I think it was helpful too, because I had no clue about a lot of those pieces. But I'm
Okay,
gonna have to go
perfect.
back and review my notes, though.
All right, great. Well then I will let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will follow up with that email here shortly, all right?
Okay, thank you, Grace.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Have a
Okay.
wonderful
Okay,
day.
you too now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Meeting has ended. Okay.
That's cool that we have included access to a research consultant in our area.
Yeah,
So maybe she'll come over and teach us. That would be cool.
she lives in the area, it sounds
Yeah.
like Arizona. Well, snagged all kinds of stuff. We're still recording.
Okay, well, then I
which
probably
is-
shouldn't say what I was about to say.
Keep it clean. Um, uh, yeah, so I will have to go back through my notes and we have it here on Zoom.
Mhm.
Um, because that thing in the beginning where you pick all the templates you're going to use
Yeah.
would
That's
be
so
very
helpful.
helpful to me, because I do
Yeah.
one template, then where's the next template? And
Yeah,
then I have to be concerned that I bring in the prior data. I kind of just
yeah.
fumbling.
That's how, like, I guess that's the way to make it do it automatically. So that's really cool.
Yeah, because that was one thing I liked about For Trust
Um,
was you had one tunnel of
mm,
questions for the whole estate plan.
yeah,
Here, it's chunky. Start, stop, okay, what,
yeah,
load, start, stop, okay, load, start, stop. And what I'm doing right now is keeping them all on the hard drive under trust,
mhm,
just not even going to the other document names.
yeah.
Um, but I can see now that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That's simply put.
But this was very enlightening. I like that a lot. I,
And it was helpful to me having this up.
oh yeah, so you could like kind of follow along and see how it actually
Yeah,
looks.
yeah,
Yeah, because on her presentation, like all the pictures of the web page were kind of like small and like
and
very
they were snippets
yeah,
brought out.
which was more difficult for me to like
I
imagine
had
how it would look
never
in real life.
tried preview document, I should, I'm in there trying to do billable and I haven't really been playing or experimenting. Um, I'm gonna have to devote some time to this. And I have no clue how many other research lookup
Yeah.
resources we have. Oh, okay, so this comes up,
Yeah, that's one thing that I had missed too. I never saw where it had preview document, but I've been in there like looking around, seeing kind of trying to figure it out, but I didn't get the add to work item thing either. Like to put all the documents in the same kind of box so that they could all
what,
use the same answer file. That's
yeah,
so cool.
what I have been doing is using the lower right, I'll
Mm.
show you. These are yellow here, but so open to interview. So it goes next all the way through.
Mm.
And what I have been doing when I've been exiting is just finish and get document.
Oh, okay.
I have 7 unanswers. Oh, those are the half circles. And click to return to interview. Click to return to interview. Okay, so what am I getting wrong here? I want to exit to show the document that just came up was in a different format
Mm.
than what's going to open now, which I think is in a Word file.
Oh, okay.
And that's the only way I have gotten to it. Save and exit, I guess that means you'll come back to it. This RLC I had instituted originally so we could tell our
Mhm.
different companies.
Yeah.
Uh, where did a doc file come open? I don't see one.
Yeah, me neither. Mhm.
Huh? And again, I know I have saved one of this clients to the hard drive.
Mhm.
Finish and get documents. You still have 7. Click OK if you're finished with the interview and want to submit your answers. Cancel to return to the interview. Okay. Want to submit your answers. Well, and then the document. I thought it should just open, but maybe not. I did not realize that this meeting was just us.
I didn't realize that either. Yeah, because I thought at the beginning she was like talking to somebody else that was in there, but I guess not.
Well, it might have been somebody in her office.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that came out green. I don't know why it went yellow before, but
Oh,
let's see what, I don't see where they put the document, because here's Word. And there is no document. This is what I was saying. I was having trouble with you click stuff. It's supposed to do something and it doesn't.
yeah.
Um, maybe it was this one. No? Download files.
Oh, okay.
I don't usually use this to see what it does. Files, revocable trust and answer file, download. I must have done this already because it's got 10:30 on it. 2 days ago. Let's just see. Trust and answer. This came down zipped. Oh, it is zipped. Draft number 1. So I'll just cut. So I think it comes down with it's zipped and you open it and there's 2 files in it
Mhm.
like this. So compressed, no, doc. So within the zip, it's not compressed, which I think is kind of weird. I always thought zip compressed.
Yeah. That was like the purpose of it.
Why, maybe it's just using as an envelope.
Uh-huh.
So here's the document. Oops, wrong one. And it starts out enable editing.
Mhm.
And I did a need data letter this morning for these missing items.
Oh, cool.
And you'll see here, there's no, oh, I did put it in. The statement have a dialog box for statement of intent.
Oh, cool.
And here what I'm doing is trying to write out what the client intends
Mhm.
in case the full document doesn't say it that way.
Yeah.
This is what we're trying to do. And I took this original paragraph from ChatGPT about
Oh.
probate avoidance trust. This is we call it I love you trust. Either of them pass, it stays revocable.
Oh, yes.
She has kids. He has one deceased daughter, died at age 44 last year.
Oh.
I know, horrible. I need to find out if she had any kids.
Mhm.
And then I drafted this free form, and this actually might be a template for future statement of intents.
Mhm.
Because I'm talking generally how the trusts work. Custom doesn't, oh, current, all, select, it doesn't like selection. Okay. No selection. Then what page are we on? Statement of intent. This is, what are they? Page 3 and 4. Let's see what happens there. Okay, well, oh, and she gave me a link to other training
Oh, she did?
right here, and I copied it off the screen. It was on the chat.
Oh, cool.
Um,
That's great.
let's bounce over there. What?
But I do think it could be helpful to have them do an in-person one if they're willing to do that. It'd be cool.
Yeah. The problem with this is it's so massive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so in order to get up to speed to know what resources are available, we have to devote some time to play
Yeah.
and test. Like that thing I heard, I didn't see it, I don't know how to get it. Multiple documents at once or in a sequence, I need to be able to do that.
Oh, what she was talking about?
Yeah, I've got it on our Zoom and on the audio, but where you get it, I don't know.
Yeah, when you go to, like, when you're searching for your document or selecting it, underneath there's a link and it says add to work item. And if you click that, then it will have you create a work item or add to a pre-existing one.
Okay,
So
that's true. And then oh, see, there's no add to work item
because
here.
you're already within the
Okay,
ones you created, so
just a second. Let me see if I can get out.
yeah.
Yeah, here's recent work items.
Yeah, I was really confused like about the recent work items thing too until we did this, because I was like, what is that?
That's the only way I could find my way around was
Yeah.
the recent work items. But even now, I mean, I went to, oh, recent work items down here. Okay,
Oh, did it open that?
but it opened where we just came from.
I think that maybe that other window next to it, like the tab up top.
On, do I go back or what?
No, just go up top to the tab, but
The-
that's open on the left side of this one. All the way at the top of your window,
Here?
up further, up, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She opened this and man, it had a lot of stuff in it I didn't have. But okay, so maybe search for template. See source. Oops. Well, look at that. Irrevocable. I don't want that. Powers of attorney, document transferring assets, printable client intake answers. So this is the kind of stuff that I want to attach. I have been looking up and down and finding it, but I haven't been using this add to work item.
Yeah, I think
Maybe that's my missing part, you think?
yeah, I think so. And I think that's, I was confused. I was like, what's a work item? I don't know.
I know, it's, yeah. Is it a client? Is it a document?
Yeah,
Is it the entire estate plan?
well, I guess I suppose like how it would be for us would be the entire estate plan for a client that we're working on.
So when I've been going into it, I should be maybe over here, I don't know. Because we have the Zoom going. Okay, so trust transfer, I haven't done one of those. It's not alphabetical. Here's the beginning, general client information.
Yeah, it would be
That's where I
nice
have
if it-
started.
If the order was a little bit different.
Yeah. And then from there, I have gone to the trust. And I do this every time. What in the hell? Where is it? What am I looking for? And try to find something. Here, no. Revocation, no. Revocable trust or amended, so that must be it. Then I go there next and launch it this way. I haven't done add to. But I like the idea of picking it up front, what boxes I'm gonna use. Cause there's
Yeah.
the will, here's a transfer deed.
Yeah, what I'm imagining is like you would like create a work item for this trust that we're working on, go in there and just like add to work item the documents that we need for this client, and
Yeah.
then like I would just go ahead and enter the answers. And then you
That-
would go ahead and review the output.
That would be nice. The answers have to be brought into each document.
But and this way we just bring it in on one and it will populate it for the rest of them.
That's what
Unless there's other.
and that's
Yeah.
what Jim Wilroy was talking about. There was a big discussion in CALDA about they were just plunking down and launching one of these and you had to start over on the template and they didn't get the connection.
Mhm.
And he said they're going to be changing it.
Oh,
And he had a webinar that they went to, and maybe it was, something like what we did.
yeah, maybe they did change it and that's what the add to work item thing is.
Could be,
But I don't recall. I just know that I was confused about what a work item even is, so.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's a way to save like a group of template, like we'd be like, so we can just go in there and be like, oh, estate plan, and it would populate all the items that we would need in a standard
Yeah.
estate plan.
yeah,
Like that would be neat, but she didn't mention anything about something like that, so.
yeah. Some of them like would not have a deed, for example, but
Right,
that's no
right.
big deal. And quite frankly, I've been leaving stuff out that Fortrust did,
Mhm,
like the certification of trust.
right,
I've been leaving that out.
but now that we know this way, it'll be easy to just include it for them, because I don't
And-
think there'd be additional information needed for that. Yeah,
Yeah, DPOA. Statutory interclient, that's the beginning, is interclient under enter instead of begin.
I would never have guessed it'd be under enter.
And enter law firm info. I'd also prefer automating the notary a little better. I don't want more detail, but revocable trust or amended or restated. There's a complete revocation synopsis. The synopsis might be like the end of Fortrust where it said,
Oh, yeah.
this is what you did
Mhm.
in real simple terms that the client could follow along with.
Yeah, that's the most, I would say like the most accessible part for like a
Yeah,
client to look at.
well, I think, so now I'm in the pick, so I'm within a work item evidently. It doesn't tell me anywhere where I'm at, which client or whatever. It's 39 templates. I'm gonna go to recent work items, okay? Bingo. So get 30, 31. Right, I did the trust and I did his will and I could not find out how to do her will.
Hmm.
Another time when I did it on this, it said there was a box, now do it for the wife. And it was ready.
Huh.
But this time in this will, I kept going round and round and round. And not finding the one for wife. So that's where I stopped. And then I screwed up or lower. Sometimes when you're doing these, I get stuff dropped off the bottom.
Oh, you have to make your window all the
See,
way.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, how were you doing it? Up like so capital first letter? And then
Here?
yeah.
What I told Tamara and Wilroy is I wanted to put our initials before everything.
Mhm.
So when other people bring it up, they know it's not even their custom company.
Okay,
That's why that's there. And then I had it on caps and did reverse cap. Preview interview case. So what but in order to learn this, I mean, you're gonna have to play with it. And sometimes I have to sit there and think, what do they mean by this? The questions, are sometimes not just dry, but
I found that as well. I was gonna mention, like, maybe ask, because she said the 24/7 customer support, and I was like, is that strictly technical? Or would that be like if one of the questions could have like a duplicate meaning or something? Because
well,
I've noticed that some of them I'm like, well, does that mean this or this?
well, we haven't, look at here. Let's open this additional. Let's
Yeah,
see
I
what.
didn't even know that that additional stuff was over there, so.
Okay, so here you can put number of witnesses, information about attestation clause, execution procedures. Oh, California wills and trusts paragraph. See,
Oh, that's cool.
those books when I first started, I mean, quite a while back. That's the cross-reference.
All right.
Um,
And then,
I never got into that. I bought them. They looked really good. Harsog from Marinda he's the top name.
oh, wow.
But I didn't notice this before this moment that
That's funny though that it doesn't have a link back to it, because I think we have access to that online as well.
could be. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe we do. I have no idea. See, then I'm at the end. And okay, this is a will. How do I get wife? I've gone through it several times.
Perhaps because this one was added as a totally separate work item. Like if you were on the work item that had the trust with both of them, and you could add the wills there. And then it would recognize that you needed two instead of just being a,
Yeah, because it only
standalone
shows
document.
his name.
Yeah.
Assume names, but I just had this recollection. I had a click box and said, now do it for the wife.
I think that if you were in the work item that had the trust with both names on there, then when you added the wills, it would have the checkbox there for another person.
I'm afraid to play with what you just suggested
We're afraid
because
to
it
add,
might overwrite is what I was.
well, they're already saved as separate work items. I just
Okay.
think,
Okay, let me see what
but I'm not exactly
okay,
sure.
so I'll take your idea. Okay, so we have, you see, the trust was done first, so I go to trust. And it's quite possible, since I'm doing these independent, I mean, if it was multiple, it might stay within one dialog box. I didn't make any changes. Okay, so I'm opening the trust answer file. Now, you were saying adding a will now?
Yeah, so I think what you would have to do is go back to the other tab where it had the forms listed. So up at the very top, up and all the way out to the left.
I'm lost.
If you go
Up to the left, okay.
yeah, further up at the very top of the window. Up
Oh,
right there, yeah, that one, and then you found the
that
will
would be
there.
that would be the tab.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had that thing open.
And then you find the will there.
Here's a will.
Okay, and then
or you.
and then just scroll down and then click add to work item under the will
Okay.
box.
Tell me if you see it before I do.
Not yet.
I think it was almost the end.
Is it, oh, will, it's the very last one.
Okay, I added it.
So then once it's added, then where do you tell it which one to add to? I can't, I don't remember how she said to do it, okay.
Yeah,
So where's it, okay, she said the work items will show up where? Oh, start work item, there we go. See that like kind of dark colored box in the middle? It's like right in the middle.
oh,
Start work item,
thank you.
and then I think it should let you select which one to add it to. So yeah, up, add to existing work item. You see up, oh, there you go. But
I,
instead of choosing the answer file, we want to do that too, but yeah, choose the answer file, I believe.
the one I'm on,
Yeah,
that's because it's not the one with the will,
that's
okay.
good. And then up at the top, see the button that says add to work item? Yeah, that one. And then choose the the one with the trust. Yeah, perfect. And then see if that will do it.
To me, it's just not connecting.
Well, it's really confusing the way that they have it set up, I
Yeah,
think.
I think
personally.
it's
not intuitive
disjointed.
at all.
It's like, look over
Like
here.
if we hadn't done that, I would never have figured that out. Like if we didn't watch that webinar, I would have been totally lost the whole time.
See, it says will.
Okay. So we're starting the little work item and everything should be like filled
Okay,
in.
but it says client is him.
Right? Because we didn't have his will on this work item yet. But then at the end, it should have you do the other, or it should have the checkbox for the other will at the end of this one.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. This is confusing. Now I'm going to have this empty box. Oh, executor. No, we're not there yet. Oh, you know what? I can just do this. Go to the end. Okay, no. Missed the execution concluding. It seems to me it should be in the front, but
Oh,
let me go. Yeah, because I looked at this and I had pour over. Denise. See, I've been through this many times and with the will yesterday and just couldn't find any place where it said do wives.
okay.
See, these are in the details about the kids, trust, executor, and then death taxes, and then you get down to document formatting, which is formatting headers and footers. Let me go back up to just number one here. No choice. Yeah.
This came from whoever you learned from today.
Oh, good.
Dominic is also the one is our account manager.
Right,
He's
yeah,
the
right.
one who is going to sell us the treaties that you want, or the Witkin thing.
Did you ask? Did
I'm on
you?
the phone with him right now.
Okay, because he's going to get hit both sides.
Right, he is, and he's got a third person already trying to get a hold of him. But I want to show you how to get in and show you the secondary sources that we already have. So whenever you're ready.
I'm getting overloaded.
Okay. This
Q&A summary, interview, that's what I'm in. User guide. Oh, this shows this. I never looked at this.
cool.
Down arrow. I haven't seen the red. Dialogues. Yeah, these are prompts. There's a lot of stuff. There's some shortcuts. Outline interview. Let's see, links to.
Huh.
Yeah, those are kind of, I've been working with those a little bit, but clear all the answers.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't ask her, how to add wife. Cause this is the same thing, just a second here. Well, on, this is on the will, but the same thing with the DPOA and the Advanced
Yeah,
Healthcare
it's gonna be the
Directive, we
same thing,
wanna
yeah.
get to the other side. This got dropped down. I don't know what happened there. There. This is a lot. You know, I gotta shut off this Zoom, whatever we got, and just shut it.